OpTic Gaming versus FaZe, I should say. A game which everyone always gets excited about. The two players that we are highlighting though, Mr. X, Attach and Scump are your G Fuel key player matchup. As you can see, stats very, very strong.
Yeah, and Attach has, I feel like, played much better since Clay is now on E United. He's been playing good in all of the game modes. But Scump, man, otherworldly. You see the Hardpoint KD, Search and Destroy strong as well. Same with Uplink. It's kind of rare to see OpTic Gaming here in the loser bracket, especially, with him playing this well. He's going to need to have a big series going up against Attach and Zuma if OpTic Gaming is going to move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. OpTic Gaming versus FaZe right after this. A lot of people anticipated an E United FaZe game here, but the OpTic Gaming team, they fell early, and they will be matching up against FaZe Clan in the loser bracket here. Of course, this is a rematch. We saw this at Stage 1, Matt. This is going to be a close one. We've just seen a Game 5. Very much possibility to see another. Yeah,
different rosters, though. You have, obviously, Gunless now on FaZe. And Gunless, he gave OpTic Gaming a ton of trouble when they would play with E United against OpTic Gaming. So look for Gunless to play at his best in this series. He's been kind of quiet on the FaZe roster. He's not really had those crazy games that he had on E United.
I mean, just coming off the desk there, the one thing that I did say was for FaZe, the two people for me that really need to step it up is Zuma and Gunless. Gunless was kind of that X factor on E United that kind of just gave it towards OpTic and caused them a lot of trouble. But Zuma, he's kind of been quiet, a bit slow, maybe making some mishaps, if you like, during the FaZe kind of matches. Obviously, yesterday, FaZe, if you did miss it, fell to Envious in a very, very disappointing way in Game 5 once again. They're going to have to change it around, though, if they want to stay in this competition.
Yeah, and I think you look, Zuma, as a player, he's going to be very fast. I think that you can kind of take Attach's success, and kind of pair Zuma with that. It's like only one of those players is going to come out on top in those trades. It may be Zuma just kind of baiting for Attach, letting Attach, get into a groove a little bit more. I feel like, though, it's really for FaZe. I think the thing you look at them in this series is just decision-making. You saw in the Game 5 yesterday, really poor decision-making. This morning, when we saw them play in their match, you saw some really odd use of streaks. They were just not putting their streaks to great use. So I think you look at this FaZe Clan roster, they need to come out, play their absolute best against OG, and OpTic's going to come out fired up, right? I mean, they got beat bad by United, very close games, but still a 3-0. They do not want to lose twice in the same day, do not want to go home right now, especially, the event right before Champs. You want to gain some confidence. This would not be the way to do it with a loss here.
And if they do, you look back on their past couple of months, Stage 1 playoffs, I think that was 5th, 6th. This one, again, if they were to, say, drop out to FaZe, a very disappointing performance from the Green Wall. And going into Champs, everyone kind of knows about their history in COD Champs. Obviously, that 7th place curse. They're looking to change this all around. They need a good finish here, confidence going into Champs. But FaZe, obviously, they're no easy task. We've seen how strong they can be in S&D. But the one thing that I will say is, with Gunless joining the roster, one thing that I've kind of noticed is Enable and Attach just seem a lot more comfortable in their roles.
Well, Enable better play better. I mean, he is the one who I feel like this roster change is made for the most, if it not, the sole reason why it's made, so he can become the main NV4 player. A lot of pressure on him to perform, especially with the way Clay's playing with E United. I mean, you cannot, have poor games if you're Enable, because then everyone's going to be looking at you, pointing at you, even some of the teammates. You don't know how everybody felt about making the move, getting rid of Clay, bringing on Gunless. Obviously, Gunless a very talented player. Don't know if everyone was on board getting rid of Clay. So I feel like if for Enable, he needs to play well, needs to give his teammates the reassurance that they made the right move.
Okay, well, FaZe, very difficult start for them yesterday, going out in a Game 5. They've already found themselves in a top 6 position. But now with the Green Wall in front of them, this is probably their biggest task so far this weekend. If they do overcome this, the question is, can they go all the way? Can they, head you know, head up to the likes of Envy, LG. I mean, these guys, there's a lot of good teams in this tournament. There's a long road ahead of them.
Yeah, we've seen, you know, OpTic over the last, you know, few events. You know, they've gotten some tough losses, right? I mean, they lose obviously earlier to United. You know, stage 1, they lose in round 1 to FaZe, and they end up losing to LG. Obviously, LG very strong. They make the finals. Anaheim, they lose, you know, 2 Hardpoints to E6. They end up dropping that series, knocks them out of the tournament. They've suffered some really tough losses over the last few months. I think just mentally, this team needs a win here and to advance into a, you know, top 3. Even if they need to at least like make it to the grand finals, even out of losers, just give themselves that reassurance that they can get there again.
Okay, well, the crowd is getting hyped. We're going to be getting into the game very, very shortly. Now, it's an easy question when you talk about LG. You know, they're going to win the respawns. These two teams matching up. OpTic Gaming's S&D has been flawless up until this point. Their hardpoint was a bit shaky. Is that what FaZe try and exploit?
Well, I think FaZe has actually been strong in their search. FaZe has been strong in their S&D. You know, their respawns have been hit or miss. Their uplink has actually been very good. They've been blowing teams out in uplink. I think this first map is huge for OpTic. Now, you look at this series as a whole. This is the game mode where you feel like, you know, you get Scump, you get Formal going, they can dominate. Okay,
well, kicking it things off, OpTic Gaming, they're going to be the ones, first of all, on this rooftops. We're jumping on board. Hardpoint Breakout is the match. Formal, 2 kills to his name already. The only person answering back is Enable from FaZe. And we know how streaky is the word we use to kind of describe this map. You can get a real momentum going.
Yeah, and it's OpTic getting off to a good start. See a lot of the kills going in their favor. Be Gunless picking up 1. Can't get back in towards the hill, as the hill is still controlled by OpTic Gaming. They're trying to control that cell block side of the map for this next hill. So they've done a good job thus far at the beginning of this hardpoint game.
Formal just opted not to jump on that hardpoint. But it's 2-1 at the moment. Made that 2-2 as Attaches disposes of him right now. And this is where you're going to see those players rotate round towards the cell blocks. We saw how important it previously was, but FaZe, they're making a big charge through the middle right now.
Trying to push in towards cell block. It'll be Attach and Gunless in the feed. They're able to get a kill apiece. Scump answers back, though. It'll be OpTic holding on to cell block here as Scump and his teammates get on in towards that hard point. So they let Karma get the points there. He's on a 3 streak, so they let Karma get in the hill first, try and get him closer towards those score streaks.
3-0, 5 seconds to his name. He's focusing on those streaks, of course, right now. And he's going to be the man on your screen looking to get that Scarab. 25 away, but the main focus is those other streaks. Trinity Rocket and Bombardment are crucial when you're talking about Graveyard. And there's a weak player. He picks up 1, and I believe the Scarab as well. But we're going to see FaZe try and break through. Formal, a lone wolf, takes down 2. Can he find the 3rd? He spotted him. The contest comes in, and now he's going to find him. 3 go down, and Formal single-handedly keeps control of cell block.
He makes it look so easy there, Phil. He slides in, gets 1, goes around the corner, picks up another. The last player didn't stand a chance. OpTic Gaming up 59-13 and counting here for FaZe. They break Graveyard and they get in. So they don't allow OpTic to get any of those streaks, the big ones we talked about, Trinity and Bombardment. And they get control of Graveyard here early. And just like this, the OpTic big lead could be a race here if FaZe is able to hold on.
Yeah, it really could. And this, again, is a time where they can build streaks. But Crim, Formal, and Scum all putting names on the board, answered back by Enable and Zuma. And we still see in control OpTic Gaming. FaZe, they have that back spawn. And the question is now, do they opt to rotate towards that commissary? Or do they give this one more go? Judging by the minimap, they're not looking to challenge this once again.
Looks like they may try and pinch, but I think it's coming so slow. You know, with 19 seconds left here. You have number 2 in the minimap, Attach, going all the way back towards the helipad area. He's going to have to cut back towards that mid-map now. So he knows more pressure's coming as Attach wins 2 big gunfights, not able to stay alive through it. It's going to be the Graveyard Hill. The last few seconds going to FaZe, but it'll be OpTic Gaming rotating and to make the time up the beginning of commissary.
Taking Crim 6, lost him there for a second. Zuma tucked away in a nook and cranny as OpTic Gaming will have commissary. But the interesting thing to point out here, it looks like Enable and co will be going for those spawns. These next wave of kills could be crucial for the next 45 seconds.
Karma plays in that short corner. Very smart play. Swaps out there for Scump. Scump picks up Gunless. And now OpTic, they just seem to be wondering, like, where is FaZe coming from? Like, the push coming so slow. For FaZe Clan, they have 2 players working around the outside. It'll be Enable and Attach. Enable's able to get 1. Attach now inside of the hard point, trying to pick up this gunfight. Trying to get control for FaZe Clan. He's got some support coming off the wall run. It'll be Zuma and Gunless coming in, helping Attach get the hill. But Phil, it's OpTic Gaming up 112-50. So we'll head back towards that center hard point.
Yeah, it was a patient pinch there from FaZe, but OpTic Gaming, they just bully their way back into it. Enable actually picking up 3 there before falling. Actually, so sorry, he's still on that kill streak, 11 kills to his name. We're going to go back to the rooftops, and with the first rotation done, we see OpTic Gaming leading by roughly around 60 points. But it is starting to take a little bit of a hit as FaZe Clan. They do have control of this rooftop. Zuma on your screen takes down Scump. He finds himself at 8 and 9 after a little bit of a slow start. Maybe heating up here to the second half.
This map, we have seen huge comebacks, though, in the past.
Yeah.
You're able to hold cell block. You can go over to Grave. It's a fairly easy rotation to get. And then, you know, you push all the way through Grave, you get Commissary, you're right back in the game. We see huge swings on this map, so FaZe definitely not out of it just yet.
Karma taking down Gunless there. Means no one's collecting the points. Karma's going to add a second to his name and makes it 3. Turns on Enable, and my goodness, sorry, attached there. The crowd is getting hyped, and that is the kind of clutch play that Karma can really put in for OpTic Gaming. For a while, he's been critiqued on his respawn, but right now he's heating up. He's 13 and 6.
He is such a key factor for this OpTic Gaming team. When Karma is playing well in the respawn game modes, you know everybody else is going to show up pretty much. You know you're going to get good games most of the time from Scump and Formal. You just need that third person to be consistent. When Karma's that guy, OpTic Gaming most certainly takes the respawns. It's going to be 2 quick kills for FaZe Clan, though, as Zuma and Gunless trying to get the break here over on cell block. Going to push Karma back, and FaZe gets it. Still a ton of time on this left hill for them to take here, Phil. 30 seconds. If they can get back over the 100-point mark, they can definitely make this a game still.
Absolutely, FaZe not letting that 3-kill streak for Karma get into their heads as Gunless picking up a double. Enable as well, trading things out, and the numerical advantage still favoring FaZe. 20 seconds left. They take the remainder of this. They are right back in it. And you know what? I bet they're working towards their streaks as well. We've got Gunless having a Scarab available. He's going to find Krim in the middle, but Krim making easy work of that one. Enable, he seems to have already rotated. OpTic Gaming will have that graveyard hill, but Enable being a bit of a nuisance in OpTic's backside right now.
Here's what's scary. I mean, FaZe is 1 break away from taking the lead, and Gunless picks up 1 kill here, trying to intro in. That's a huge kill there from Formal on the backside, because Zuma picks that kill up. This is a pinch coming in for FaZe Clan. Instead, it is a botched attempt as, oh, well, Gunless picks up yet another one. He's just holding strong here, waiting for his teammates to come off the respawn.
Yeah, we got Zuma on the flank. Won't be the last time you hear me say that. We've actually got Gunless joining in. They're trying to go for a pinch maybe. 35 seconds left. These next wave of kills, if it goes in OpTic Gaming's favor, they could take all 30 points away from this. Krim is going to pick up Gunless. Scump taking down Enable. And now only Zuma last alive. He's not going to challenge it. They're going to go about thinking about the Commissary and attach. He's looking for spawns.
Yeah, a lot of time here in favor of OpTic Gaming, and they tried to set up that pinch forever phase, but it was Zuma. He loses 2 gunfights. I believe Gunless goes with him the second time around over through Cave. Gunless gets 1, but not able to take out a second. They don't converge on the hill. It'll be OpTic Gaming taking all of Graveyard. When you go over to Commissary, it's FaZe inside the hill first. Can they get a hold, though? It's a big kill there from Enable, trying to work towards that back helipad. Oh, and
Crimsix there going huge, just staying alive at that back helipad, just meaning FaZe will not spawn there. That 1 kill changes the game almost, but Attach will take him out, and we're going to see OpTic Gaming having to push through the middle map. 50 points behind, and FaZe now are going to have all 4 members clustered around this Commissary. The question is, do OpTic Gaming try and bully the way through here, this mid lane through Attach, or do they take that slow route round the back?
FaZe has done a nice job, Phil, throughout this game. You know, OpTic Gaming, they've taken a ton of time. They have not given up streaks to anybody. 2 players lined up there for Gunless. 1 more coming. Gunless take out Krim. He's on a 4 streak, working towards camo, working towards score streaks. It would be huge if they were able to obtain score streaks on the side of FaZe if they're trying to make this comeback. You have those. You know, Graveyard has really been the one where OpTic's punish you. You have some streaks, make it a little bit easier on yourself, be in a good spot in the second half.
So Gunless picks up 3. Make it 4. He gets towards those streaks. He holds 20 seconds on the Commissary. And we're pretty much in a tie game. OpTic Gaming are going to lead by around 15 points right now. But FaZe, all 4 down. They're going to have to regain, recompose, and go at this once more. But 45 seconds. We see a wide flank coming in from Enable. Gunless trying the same, but outsmarted there by Formal. Trade coming in. Crimsix taking it right into the face of Attach. But the kill feed all red as Zuma. Oh, that's a bit of a slip off the map. And FaZe, they're going to jump on that rooftop.
Yeah, but when Zuma pushes all the way through on that wall run, he gives his team the great spawns for the next hill. So you see Gunless and the rest of FaZe. They will spawn up over on that cell block side. These 20 seconds or so don't really matter You're looking at Karma. He has camo going in the cell block. How does he use it? It's going to be 3 kills for FaZe Clan as they get control.
Okay, well, let's jump on board with FaZe and see what the communication is like.
Back, guys. Yo, help me, I'm trying to watch cave. I'm in the hill. Yo, I'm in the hill, guys. I'm watching cave real quick. I'm in the hill. Right side. Two middle, guys. Two middle. I'm back. I'm three middle. I'm looking front. I'm watching front middle. They hit middle. I'm up middle. I'm looking front. What's that corner? E-box. I hear. Watch out, E-box. Left corner. Three middle. Left middle. I'm one hit. I spawned that bad. We spawned back. All is two. They both have two. Yeah. I spawn. Middle there. We're spawning spiral, guys. One got me in hill. Foremost flanking. Foremost showers weak. Foremost nice. Nice, let's go. Nice. We're going. 2-1. We go front. Yeah. They're gonna be front. They're all gonna be front. Got him. Tommy? Yeah, they're all gonna be front. Tommy, sit down. Pierce, spawn in the back. I have camo. What's deep wall? I'm rotating. You guys gotta go big. Just play. I'm coming to play. I'm playing this time up here. That cave. I got crim. I got one off rotation. Low cave. I need help. Low cave dead. All of you, go. Let's go. Can you guys stand up? Giving up top. Yeah, I have Crim 6. Somebody's to watch spiral. I have low cave. Absolute Crim 6 middle. Alright, one is back cave. Just watch spiral. Absolute Crim 6 middle. I should spawn back med. I spawn back. Four med. Top cave. Yeah, he jumped over. One's absolute camo. I have camo. I'll pinch. I spawn cave. We spawn cave. Let's go. I can camo this. I'll break. Cave right now. Try to play your life, Dale, if you can. You have FTL. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to camo. Well, I can't really camo. Camo down. I spawn back. What's up, High cave weak. He jumped down on you. Yeah, dude. I'm good. We have to break. I spawn back out. Yeah, I spawn back out. We're gonna have to go together. Come in, 18 seconds.
OpTic Gaming 8 points away from sealing the deal. FaZe need to break in. They need to do it now. The camo wasn't enough, but there is going to be one last chance. Gunless and Zuma picking up 3. Scump saying no, and Scump is a one-on-one with Gunless with 4 seconds left. That's going to do it. And now OpTic Gaming, they take map number 1 in a very, very close fashion.
They hold on and take game 1. Was not pretty for OG. They're able to win it here at the end. And for a second there, when we were in that listening, Enable kills Scump, and he kills Crib on rotation. I was like, oh man, they're gonna do it.
I thought like,
FaZe is gonna make this comeback. But some big kills by OpTic. FaZe really doesn't get much of anything with the camo. And it's OpTic Gaming able to close out game number 1.
OpTic Gaming, you can see Scump is very happy with that victory. Obviously, nail-biting stuff towards the end. They had that lead, FaZe getting back into it. And like you said, Enable made 2 kills in Graveyard, and you could see almost all of FaZe, because 4 were down, they all just rotated. They said, forget the last 5 seconds on cell block. We're going to do this as a team. It was almost like they had full control. We heard Gunless have camo, and he wasn't in a position to use it. He kept communicating, I can't use it right now. Yeah, and you saw, I think Zuma was calling out. He's like, I'm going to go on a pinch, And I think he gets there like a second too late. Like, he's able to get 1 kill, but I think the players on that front side by Cave had already have died. He comes up the spiral stairs. He was able to get 1, but FaZe, they did a nice job battling back in the second half of that game, because they're down, what, almost by 100 at the beginning, right? I think it was 80, 90, 100 points.
Yeah, 80 or 90 points. So it was a big comeback there for FaZe. Not enough, though. OG holds on. Big plays by Scump there at the end.
Absolutely, and one player for me who did step it up was Gunless. You know, he did unlock that camo earlier. He saved it. You know, highest kills in the game through a very long period of time. But like you said, it wasn't enough, and I think, you know, that is sometimes the hype that you need. If you win a game like that, and it's sometimes a lot more motivating than, you know, absolutely blowing it out by a 100-point club. You know, you're going into this S&D very, very confident. FaZe probably a little bit down on themselves, but I'm sure these guys, they're able to bounce back. We've seen how strong their S&D was in their group, but OpTic Gaming's S&D.
Well, if I'm FaZe, I don't feel too bad about that loss. I mean, you're down by so much, you put yourselves in a bad spot to even make that comeback possible. Yeah. You're almost able to do it. If you're OpTic, you do feel pretty good about that win, because as you've heard, you know, them talk about, you know, you've seen Scum talk about on Twitter and whatnot, just not great at breakout hardpoint. So you get that win on a map that you don't really love. Now you go into S&D, you take this, you're in a good spot to close this series out fast.
Loser bracket game between these 2 teams. Obviously, loser will go home, will be placed 5th, 6th. OpTic Gaming versus FaZe. Which one will be progressing through? Obviously, so many more teams to come ahead. They've got a long road. A lot of teams we've already seen. E United book themselves a spot in that winner bracket final, and Envy. You know, we go back to Anaheim, we really think, is Envy going to be the one to be in that kind of winner bracket final? I don't think many people would have thought that.
Nobody. A lot of people predicted them 3rd, 4th in their group.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even be here at playoffs. Now, they've shown up in their groups. They've shown up here this weekend in such a massive way. Envy just figuring out ways to win. I think that match against United tomorrow is going to be awesome.
Most definitely will be. However, that is tomorrow. A couple more games still today. Of course, this one, OpTic Gaming versus FaZe. We do have another match after this series, but these two guys, these two teams, should I say, going head-to-head. It's a staple in Call of Duty history. FaZe Clan, they've been around as, you know, just like OpTic. The fan base of both of these teams, absolutely incredible. The crowd getting hyped here in Columbus, Ohio, but we're going to be kicking it off. Map number 2 is Search and Destroy. OpTic Gaming versus FaZe. We're going to see Karma taking that bomb. And straight away, it's an aggressive play by FaZe at A.
Yep. They're going to go all the way down through Market. They're going to play inside of Bike Shop. So they have that whole area of the map locked down. Now they have one player inside of Hotel just watching the back. So right now, if you're FaZe, you haven't seen any action over towards B. Think, oh, well, maybe the action's going over towards A. Nobody's rotated just yet, as they are fully committed to locking down this B site.
Zuma and Gunless there inside the garage, and they could come under pressure. They will do, but they'll come out on top, leaving Crim in a 1v2. FaZe Clan take round number 1, and it was the pressure from Gunless and Zuma in that garage as well, tucked away. Almost just went miss, really.
They push straight down right off the rip. A lot of other teams, you don't see action there for a while. You maybe think they're rotating all the way out towards Bridge. They had nobody even watching it. FaZe stays committed to the site. OpTic eventually comes down from the middle of the hotel. Some easy gunfights there for FaZe as they take round number 1.
We've seen United already take an S&D off OpTic Gaming. Can FaZe Clan join that elite club that not many do? Scump there at the lower stairs. Attach, popping a grenade. Will hit the blast shield for now. All 8-rip players still on the map. Again, grenades coming in thick and fast, but Crim's going to draw first. Karma with the second, and now a 2v4 for Attach and Gunless. He finds one. Crim's going to shut him down, and just like that, Gunless, could he find the ace? He's found 2, he's found 3, and he knows where that 4th is. It's Formal on a very powerful position. Gunless actually knows this. This would be a 1v3, an ace. Gunless, the new pickup for FaZe, not going to be enough. Formal comes up clutch.
It's a huge kill there for Formal, because Gunless, I believe at that time, is 5-0.
Yep.
You think back to the performance he had against OpTic in a Game 5 on this map. I believe it was an 18-kill game.
I remember.
I think everybody remembers that one. Just,
I'm sure Formal will remember that one.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Just an incredible individual performance in this map from Gunless. So getting off to a very good start. 5 kills through going into this 3rd round here. See if he can keep that great S&D play going.
Well, FaZe, they're sticking to what worked for them in round number 1. We've got 2 players, being Zuma and Gunless, aggressive towards the garage. Are they going to back up and notice? The player number 6, Attach, is going to be actually on your screen right now. There's the call. We're going to see all those red arrows probably rotate right now, but is it going to be quick enough? Karma, he is on the bomb, and that is down.
Attach not able to get an angle to put some shots in. Tries to get him weak with a nade, and then maybe fire some shots over that fence. Take the player out on Bob, and it's going to be a very hard retake here for FaZe. They use a Scarab to push out a little bit. Attach is able to get one. So you take Formal out. He's playing in that close corner. And now maybe I would have somebody get on it.
Attach has jumped on the bomb. 20 seconds left, 4v3. As long as we can see some distractions come in, he should be able to take down the defuse. And just like that, he's inches away. The defuse comes in. FaZe Clan clutching up, using that numerical advantage to their advantage, putting bodies in the way, and OpTic came in. They get the bomb down, but they cannot secure the round.
I thought he was going to get on it a little bit faster.
So did I. So did I. I think he did. He hesitated, and I think it was waiting for Gunless almost to wrap around and jump in front, just be that distraction.
Yeah, it seemed like they were just kind of trying to communicate there at the end. Should we jump on it? Should we jump on it? It seemed like he hesitated for a second. He gets on bomb. Gunless comes in, picks up that final kill. His FaZe gets another round, and now on offense, they're coming with more aggression down towards B.
Grenades coming in once again, taking out those cars. You don't want to be caught sat by one of them. And I'll take you straight off the map. Gunless tagged up. Attach has already fallen, and that is going to be Gunless as well. Karma, another Canadian. Almost battle of the best here. as he goes toe-to-toe with Gunless. 6-2 for Gunless, 5-3 for Karma, but OpTic Gaming looking to close round number 4.
Yeah, they've let Karma get to that top plat position for the 2nd round in a row when FaZe is on offense, and he is giving them a lot of trouble. You know, maybe they have to adjust, send somebody through that hotel, try and challenge them, but because you send all these guys down towards, you know, bike shop, and you got, I believe Attach was like below that hotel window, and you're just not able to challenge them up top, and it's just some free kills there for Karma. Enable gets one. Scump takes out Zuma. There'll be a 1v3 here. Bomb is down as well. Enable not in a good position to clutch this.
That was an MV4 from Scump as well. Didn't miss a shot. Enable 1v3 will have to be the ace to finish this, but with 13 seconds, it's not going to happen here. You can see almost he's just backing off, maybe trying to play his life. And that is what he'll do. This round will end, and OpTic Gaming will close it out. 2-2 in the current map. If you missed it, ladies and gentlemen, OpTic Gaming, they took down FaZe in the Hardpoint. Bit of a shaky ending towards that, but closed it out strong.
And Enable, I think you give up this round, you're trying to work on your own streaks, right? I mean, you only have 1 kill, but you never know what it could kind of turn into. So now it'll be OpTic on offense. FaZe, the same defensive setup. This time they dedicate somebody towards that top side of the minimap. That'll be Enable at the start, but still you have Gunless and Zuma. Just flood down towards that bottom side. You close that area off. Now puts OpTic in a tough position. You know, they're still giving up this top plat, though. I don't really love that, Phil.
Yeah, it's a very powerful position, especially when you put a player like Karma in control. They'll take advantage of that, but it looks like what they're trying to play is, you know, back hallway and bottom garage. Oh, and that's a big tag there from Enable, and he knows it. He's got one player just chasing him down. I think Karma was tempted, but with the bomb in his hand, he backs off. A smart move, if you ask me. And he's backed up by Scump and, of course, Crim6. The one lone wolf, if you like, is this man. It's Formal. No one's going to be flanking, so let's jump on board with Karma as the first blood is drawn. Headshot towards Attach, and now a 3v4 retake.
Yeah, they don't know Karma's in this close corner. I thought Enable actually saw him, but Karma able to pick up 2 kills. Attach first, Enable second. Karma with 1 more. Trying to get the ace this round. Already has camo. Another round win for OpTic Gaming.
Karma's like, come on, that was my ace. Absolutely not. He's happy with the round win. But again, Karma making a very, very big impact here on Search and Destroy. And shutting down FaZe. The question is, Matt, you know, for example, let's play hypotheticals. OpTic Gaming take this map here, this Search and Destroy. Does FaZe have it in him? A reverse sweep, 3 maps in a row?
I think they do. I think FaZe has been very good in Uplink. You saw how close the Hardpoint can be.
Absolutely.
Search and Destroy really hasn't been you know, a blowout either. It's a very close game. A lot of these rounds going down to the wire. So I think they definitely do have that potential to make the comeback. This map, definitely far from done.
I was going to say, certainly not over. Actually decided to plant the bomb on OpTic's side. Formal takes that kill.
Somebody's got to clear that out.
Yeah, that's an interesting pick. Obviously thought it was clear. Absolutely wasn't. And now they know the bomb is down. Attached, tagging them up. Grenade to follow, does tag him with that as well. He's not going to clean up the kill. But OpTic Gaming, they have that advantage. Karma, I believe, already has his payload. 8-4. Strong, strong start once again. Time's ticking, though, Matt. FaZe, they're in a sticky situation.
I mean, maybe Gunless thought somebody was going to the back there to clear that out because, you know, 3 players kind of just wrapped in towards that same angle.
And if he plants on the other side, it's a free plant. Not going to happen, though. Enable 1v4. It's a 1v3 now with 23 seconds, but location revealed. Bullets aren't going to connect. They know the bomb's down. OpTic Gaming, they don't need to put the pressure on, but I'm sure they'll be wanting to clean up that kill. And Scump's going for it. Is weak. You can see that slither of health there in the bottom left. Enable, okay, takes down 2 with him. If he can stay alive somehow, he'll be working towards that Scarab, but no, very hard to do so. With the in-game mechanics, obviously you're flying so high, easy to spot. And OpTic Gaming again, close out the round. 7 hits, my goodness. Scump and Crim combined for the kill.
Just a really poor round there from FaZe. You try and plant that bomb, you have to clear out Cathedral. If you're gonna spawn, if you're gonna try and plant the bomb in that area, you need to clear that area of the map out. They don't do it. Gunless just gets picked on the bomb, one of the easier kills Formal will get. So now OpTic, they have an opportunity to be able to blow this away. So FaZe are going to do the same thing on defense. They've done every single round.
Yep.
Karma has camo. Do you think about sending camo down in a bike? You can get first blood. then push down. I mean, do you not use it and just kind of go over towards that top side of the map, kind of isolate this player again? OpTic has a ton of options here.
They really do, and like you said, the payload, especially camo this early on, it gives so many options available to OpTic, but if they get the bomb down with 4 players alive, definitely not needed. But for example, Karma, he can just sit pretty, use camo to just take that player diffusing out. OpTic Gaming, what we are trying to highlight, in a very, very powerful position. Formal's going to be caught off guard, though. That's the first kill. Traded out in a 3v3 now with 30 seconds left to go. Scump checking that bomb. He's not going to be diffusing just yet, but he's going to be in a bit of a poor situation. Enable shuts him down. Now it's all up to Karma. Does he use the camo to check the bomb? That is the question. I believe the diffuser is coming in from attach. He sees the leg. He's going to get away. The camo now could win him the game. Smart play is going high, and all he needs to do is stop them diffusing at 7.5. He's going to make the kill. He drops low, and just like that, Karma, he's just clutched a 1v3, and that is the effect that Damon Barlow can have on one round. Wow. And he gets the final one. Just add another to the scoreboard.
You can't let that happen if you're FaZe. I mean, we've seen that happen a few times where the player's foot's just poking out, you come from that position, and then especially when he has camo. As soon as he popped camo, for me, Phil, I was like, this is a round win. I was like, FaZe just gave them this round. Big play there from Karma. He has been lights out in S&D through their groups. As of late, he has been very strong in search and destroy. 12-5 right now, fully streaked out.
Yep.
All they need is one round.
I think it was good, obviously, you know, highlighting how many options he had to use that camo, and he opts to use it in a 1v2. The way that he utilized the bridge as well for the cover, absolutely fantastic. Karma, I believe he's just pinged the bombardment, probably just locating, and here comes the Trinity rockets raining down fire upon FaZe. He's tagging one up, but doesn't look like anyone is available. He'll hover this last Trinity rocket. No kills confirmed yet, but he still has that bombardment.
Well, it's just a smart play with the camo that he gets to the top of the bridge, gets the kill when he's on top of the bridge, and then jumps down. Just gives him so much cover that he knew he wasn't going to be able to trade it out right away. It's Gunless trying to make this interesting, a camo of his own. And a 2v3, just needs to pop it to stay alive. Challenges Scump up top. Game not over yet.
That was a 2v4, but the camo from Gunless puts it in a 1v1. Can he be that X Factor? He's gonna see Crim, and they're still in it. The camo utilized, and Gunless, a heads-up play. Some players panic and maybe don't want to use that camo, but you're 5-2 down. It's a must-win round, and that is what Gunless does.
Yesterday, FaZe had the abilities, they had the streaks, and it was that round where FaZe used the Trinity, and they didn't win it. That turns it around. OpTic Gaming there uses the Trinity. They don't win it. They have already used camo.
And they used the ping of the bombardment, I believe, as well.
Yep.
So, a very strong round for FaZe, yet they are... Oh, that's not going to help anyone. 3 rounds away, obviously, from taking this. And just like that, OpTic Gaming, they take down 2. Strike first. Attach and Zuma deleted here. Enable and Gunless. They need to go big. Gunless already hidden double digits. He spotted one, and this could be a bit of a sneak attack. His teammate's in trouble, and now it's got to be a technical 1v4. He's taken down 1, and just like that, OpTic Gaming, they're not going to let it happen again. 6-3 is the final scoreline. OpTic Gaming, they are 2-0 up in the series. And they're looking to close this out in a 3-0 fashion. Of course, don't forget United. They just gave them the swift 3-0. They're looking to make a statement, Mr. X.
Karma picks up 1 at the beginning. Crim picks up another. I believe it's Attach and Zuma trying to push through the hotel hallway. In a round like that, you can't just give up easy kills. You know, none of those players on OpTic Gaming that picked up the kills were even weak. It was just FaZe players trying to get aggressive down the hotel hallway. Does not work out. OpTic Gaming takes a 2-0 lead.
And again, Gunless putting in a very strong performance. Respawn and search and destroy, not enough to take down the green wall. He's obviously faced them time and time again. Previous squad of United, now with FaZe, something just seems to be, too much for them to take down. What's going wrong for them right now? It's going to be very difficult. However, we will be joining these guys for map number 3. It's going to be Uplink. Join us then. Can OpTic Gaming close this one out in 3? Do not go anywhere.
winning Season 2 would definitely be a momentum swing, and also, obviously, just a good feeling, because I go into all these events wanting to place first. That's all I look forward to.
It would definitely be a big confidence booster going into the COD Championships.
I'd say a dream to win playoffs. It'd be a dream to all four of us, really.
If we were to win Stage 2 playoffs, it would just mean the world, because Clay has a lot riding on his back. We have a lot riding on our back. It'd be awesome.
For us to win Stage 2 playoffs would mean a lot to me personally, just because I feel like a lot of teams doubted we were even going to qualify in the first place. Mainly proving the doubters wrong and really, showing up and saying that we did it.
Personally, I mean, it'd be a great win. Obviously, this is the biggest tournament COD's ever seen, except for COD Champs.
And winning Stage 2 playoffs would mean a lot to me. Obviously, I've never won a big event. Couldn't even describe it. Like, it'd be unreal. Obviously, playing alongside my brother, it'd mean even more. It'd mean a lot, to be honest.
Honestly, whoever wins this event is going to have the most confidence ever going to COD Champs.
Karma finishing things off there, saying if you win this event, you're going to have the most confidence going in to COD Champs. Matt?
I don't know about that, though. the last 3 years, the team that's gotten second at the event before Champs has gone on to win Champs. Last year, Orlando, NV gets second. They go on to win Champs. AW, the qualifiers, it was Denial that got second. They go on to win Champs. Then the year before that, Complexity got second to Strictly Business at the qualifier. So they get first at Champs. So it's a quite interesting kind of trend.
So what you're saying, play second here.
You want to get second.
You want to get second.
No, you don't. You want to
let's have a look at the Uplink leaderboard. Of course, we're going into Uplink now. And straight away, 2 players catch my eye. It's Enable and Gunless. They're both sitting at a 1.4 and above. 15 points for Gunless, obviously contributing a lot to his team. Going to 7th place there, Formal sitting at a 1.3. Zuma is, probably his best game mode overall, a 1.21. Anything you particularly take from this, Matt?
Yeah, just look at how many points Gunless has put on the board. The high KD, the amount of points he's put on. You see throws, only 1. So a lot of dunks coming in there for Gunless. He's going to be their camo player as well.
Yeah.
FaZe has been very good in Uplink. Can they take this to extend this series? That is the question.
A lot of fans from either side obviously cheering on the teams and the players individually here in Columbus, Ohio for the Stage 2 playoffs. OpTic Gaming 2-0 in the series so far. 1 map away from knocking out FaZe Clan and progressing that 1 step further in the loser bracket. Let's jump on board with Karma, of course, having a stellar game number 2. Oh, and hello, 4 down for FaZe.
OpTic Gaming will get the drone as Karma pushes forward, trying to lock down the base. Some nice shots there from Karma. He's pushing all the way on through, gets 1 more, leads the way for Krim. It's 2 points at the beginning. Things opened up by Karma for OpTic Gaming.
Karma 4 kills. They will literally contribute to that 2-point play, and a perfect start, really, if you ask me. OpTic Gaming there. No streaks obviously coming off the back of it, but right now, all you need is that W. 2-0 to start things off, though. FaZe, they're going to have to bounce back. Gunless and Enable starting off slow.
I just kind of thought of it, Phil, but if you're Gunless and you're in the venue earlier in the day and you're playing in losers and you just watched the team that you left go on and beat OpTic Gaming 3-0, and now you're on the verge of getting 3-0'd. That's got to be tough for him. Got to be tough for the FaZe guys, FaZe fans to watch, as the series not over yet, but OpTic Gaming in control. It'll be a nice 1-point throw coming in there for Gunless. C puts it on the board, gets FaZe their first point.
Well, he only had 1 throw on that leaderboard. Now he has 2. Doubling that, of course. Obviously, strong.
I'm happy you could do 1+1, Phil.
It was hard, I will tell you that. However, can he make any more? That's the question. They're going to need it, though, as FaZe do trail by 1. Crim 6 making light work of Enable there. Strong movement. Oh, hello. Sliding straight into Zuma. But Zuma actually having a strong start. 8-3, kicking things off here in the first couple of minutes of the Uplink. Still a very close game. 1 point in it. Karma. A lot of damage given towards that FaZe team. And every single kill made here. Crowds getting hyped before it.
The kills in Uplink, so important. Obviously, you're able to pick up these kills, move up the map, and you see FaZe, they throw the drone down towards the bottom side, but they actually pick up 2 kills on the top. So it's actually Enable and Zuma able to pick up a kill apiece. And now they're pushing this drone up towards this top side. They're going to try and force it through the top ticket area. It's a 1v1, Attach versus Scump. The rest of his teammates have fallen, though. It's Attach now, just trying to play for kills. Nice shots there on a Karma. Almost able to take out Krim. He gives his team a little bit of map control. You would have liked to see them turn that into points. just not able to keep up enough people on that push.
Yeah, he just was on his own there. He did buy FaZe a lot of time just to kind of get set up, and Gunless is going to utilize that time with 2 kills. Formal and Scump, though, they're going to make a couple of kills either side, but on your screen, it's Gunless. He's already made the 1-point play, and he's opting to go all the way around to Garage. He's going to drop that drone and maybe look for a few more kills. The way that he's doing this does mean that FaZe needs to pick up a whole new wave of kills before even going for that.
Well, I think the way they're setting up here, Phil, is for the drone to get reset. I don't think they have any intention of pushing all the way through. So you see Attach was actually in the middle of the map waiting for the drone. They had pushed Zuma all the way through the top side. This was the intended outcome here, as now look, Zuma needs to pick up a few kills here in the back, and they get points. He's playing a little bit passive. They only get 1 out of it. Zuma, though, still alive here, staying up on that top side, trying to give FaZe the opportunity to rally more points.
You've got to say, from the initial 2-point play of OpTic, it has really been all FaZe here, and it comes from this man, Zuma. 14 kills to his name, and he's shut down just like that. But Attach, he's going to have the drone in his hand. Going back and forth, he's going to drop that drone for his teammates to spawn. Trading out with Krim, and now FaZe trying to get a couple of kills on the board to maybe utilize that strategy again. Just like you said, Matt, it worked very well for them.
Well, this time they don't have control of that top side. So Formal's pushed all the way to the cat's down shoe. Now that they bring the drone a little bit further down, they back him all the way out of that position. Look at number 8. Zuma, yet again, they've done an excellent job, FaZe, moving the drone around the map, giving Zuma space here to get towards this OpTic Gaming spawn. This should result in points.
I'll tell you what, they've tried it twice, it's worked twice, and I tell you what, it is Zuma once again, causing a lot of damage. 17 kills to his name already. This, for me, is the best map that I've seen him perform on all weekend long. He really did need to step it up on day number 2, and he's showing us what he's fully capable of right now. 4-2 in the lead against OpTic Gaming. And for the last, say, 80% of this half, FaZe have been dominant.
Yeah, they've been quite good. Now, really, the OpTic points, they came off that really hot start where FaZe just gets 4 down at the beginning. I mean, if they don't go down 4th right at the start, I mean, this may be a half where you see FaZe, something like 5-0 or 5-1. They have been that good in the second half of this Uplink game.
Gunless, he's going to have to backtrack because this time Enable and Zuma do go down. 5 seconds left. I think Gunless is happy to leave it at 4-2 and flip the sides and go into it with an extra kill to his name. 10-11 for Gunless there. But the man at the top left, Zuma, for me, definitely the most influential player. Karma, of course, starting very, very strong, opened up the gates for OpTic Gaming, but since then, it was very hard for OpTic to get back into this. OpTic Gaming now will flip sides and maybe, for them, be able to score a couple more points on this side in particular.
I mean, OpTic, I can't really think, Phil. Now, after that initial start where they get 4 dead, obviously you're going to get the drone when you kill the entire other team. But outside of that point and then now where Scump just runs in and picks the drone up, can't remember them really having any drone control.
Well,
it's really been all FaZe.
Yeah, we'll see if OpTic Gaming utilized the same strategy as what FaZe did. You don't really see one player just kind of flanking on their own while that drone goes low. OpTic Gaming more like to pick up those kills, pushes a team, pushes a unit, but Enable's going to deny that. There's another player top glass as well. Gunless taking down Formal. Karma answering back here. Enable, though, and FaZe are going to take the advantage. Krim, the last alive, he's going to be taken down. And Zuma, he's going to delete Krim. Should I say Scum off the map? This could equal points. Another couple of kills here and a 1-point play potential. But it's Zuma working to them strings.
Yeah, they need to get Enable and Gunless more towards the front. You're not going to intro with that ERAD player. It's going to be very difficult to pick the kills up. And you see the position that Enable's in. Just watching this mid area. I can't remember OpTic really playing from this position on their side. It's a spot that I think you really need to put a lot of emphasis on. If you're going to be able to get towards mid-map, get control towards that top side. You see FaZe putting a lot of emphasis getting towards that area on the map.
Well, if there's a time to turn up, it's when you're 2-0 down. You need to do something. You can't go out like this. It's a do-or-die situation. It's a loser bracket game, so loser will go home with a chunk of change. Of course, $500,000 on the line here, but Gunless with 2 players down. Scump's in his way, but the drone's going to be dropped in a very favorable position. Attach not able to capitalize on that one as well, but Enable still in the running. There's 1 player above him. It's going to be Karma, and the drone is going to be swept away by OpTic Gaming, and they'll fight to live another day. Still 2 behind, though, Matt.
See how they decide to go on the attack. Karma with some nice shots as players coming through that back alley by gas station, but See Gunless on the minimap, number 7. He's in that top window, watching players come across, and he gets absolutely gunned there by Karma. But I like this decision by OpTic, trying to bring this through that back alley. He gets Scump in a position, maybe he can get a 1-point throw off, but it's going to be Attach able to take out 2, Zuma with 1. So, you know, outside of that first push from OpTic, they have not been able to get any type of offense on this map.
They really haven't. And then you get into this stage of the match and you start looking at payloads, and you can see Attach has his, Gunless very, very close. Scump is only just halfway to that. Crim and Karma working their way closely. Formal already has it in the bag. But Attach, with that overdrive, he's going to be taken out. That drone just still lingering around the gas station. Crimsic picking up a nice double kill. It's going to open up a bit of time here for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, but look, when the drone gets reset, you have Gunless picking up some kills. OpTic doesn't really know there's one player towards that top side. That's going to be Attach. It's going to leave Scump all alone. Try and fend off the drone. And if you're FaZe, you don't mind this resetting. And you can reset here. You have control of mid-map, but it's going to be kills from Formal, kills from Scump. Now OpTic Gaming, they're going to go. They throw the drone down. Nobody moving it forward because you have Scump trying to clear out this top area. 1 kill from Scump. Not going to be able to pick up the second one. And this push may have stalled out yet again, Phil.
Okay, Karma. Slip and slide, finds the double now and finds the drone in his hand, but he's out that window very, very fast. He's going to try go for the manual pass there to Scump, but doesn't work out. Formal takes down Attach, but the drone is in the hands of Gunless, and I believe he's got camo as well.
It's going to get taken out from behind, though. Scump and Crim picking up kills for OpTic, but that drone just kept bringing down towards that bottom side of the map. Not where OpTic Gaming wants to go on offense. Seem just kind of confused on what the plan of attack is. You know, it seems like they're trying to rotate it back out towards the middle, maybe. Now going down that mid-street. Crim does have overdrive. Maybe you see him pop it here.
He's been stunned by that Scarab. You see the trades come in, 2v2 left, and Enable makes that very, very easy. 24 and 19 for Enable, really hodding up here with the MV4. You can see it just seems to be that little bit of a battle and that long-range gunfight. Enable stepping it up here. He's got the Centurion, not really a game-changing payload here, but with 35 seconds, let's emphasize, OpTic Gaming have not scored since the first 30 seconds of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they get that 4 dead at the beginning, and that's it. Now Gunless has drone in hand, has camo. Not going to be able to make anything happen. But if you're FaZe, 23 seconds left, you just hold on to the drone. Don't need to do anything special here as Formal just uses the FTL jump to get closer towards that drone. FaZe throws it down. They've done a nice job just kind of throwing the drone down, slaying out. And here comes Karma with camo, gets in the top window. Can he make the play?
He needs to make the 2-point play, but Gunless says no, and the drone is loose. Gunless picks up the drone, uses the camo, no shot. FaZe will take a map back. Is this the start of a very, very unthinkable comeback here for FaZe? You've got to think 30 seconds left. You've still got overdrive, Centurion, 2 camos, an FTL. For me, it just seemed like those payloads, they weren't gathered as quick as usual. You know, we usually see those come in maybe minute 7 or 8. It just took a little bit longer, and then no one was really in a position to use them. We saw Karma there. He kind of had to pop that early, right?
Yes, without a doubt. No, you know, once FaZe got control back after going 4 dead at the beginning, they controlled both halves of that game. There was never a time where OpTic was able to get 2, 3 dead, you know, pick up the drone, get a good scoring opportunity. They just never got drone control, never got map control. It's a really well-played game from FaZe.
Yeah, and OpTic Gaming, of course, if you did miss it, the very start of that game, the first 30 seconds, it was just Karma. You know, it was the Karma show, 4 kills, 2 points. And since then, OpTic Gaming struggled on Precinct. We will be heading to a Game 4. Are we going to be seeing another Game 5? That is the question. We've just seen an absolute beast of a series between Envy and LG. OpTic versus FaZe. It wouldn't surprise me, Matt.
I think we very well could see a Game 5. With the way that we saw FaZe play, you know, they came back in that first hardpoint. You bounce back, you take this uplink. I was not overly impressed with their S&D gameplay, but I think Karma just, you know, had a fantastic game in this search. I think hardpoint retail, this will be interesting. You know, we've seen FaZe struggle on this map, especially with who is their second NV4 player. And I actually caught up with Zuma a little bit in the morning. And I was just saying, I know personally, I'm just not a fan of, you know, Gunless with the NV4 in his hand. And Zuma was telling me, he's like, that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He's like, but maybe I'll try running the NV4, put the K-bar back in Gunless's hands. I feel like he's just so good with the K-bar, medium to close range. I feel like you got to figure something out for your second NV4 player on this map.
Let's talk about this, man. Zuma, for me, coming into this day, he was a player that needed to step it up. That Uplink, he was phenomenal in the first 6 minutes. He had, you know, maybe 17 kills to his name. No one had even broken double digits. The classic phrase of Zuma flank, if you like, he was utilizing that, just pushing around the back. Really, you know, that Achilles heel almost to OpTic Gaming there. They couldn't figure it out. They couldn't kind of take him down. And when they did, it was almost a bit too late.
Yeah, he's been a thorn in the OpTic Gaming side whenever they've played. I know he always gives them trouble in terms of, you know, coming on these flanks. You always got to worry about where he is. You know, he's very aggressive. You know, he can get on these crazy hot streaks and really challenge Scump at close range. And then we're not even talking about on the other side when he's, you know, coming from the flank. You still have to focus on attach coming, you know, at you pretty quick. Gunless now as well. Enable picking you off at range. So Zuma, such a key for this FaZe lineup. When he's picking up kills and going on those flanks and just annoying the hell out of your team, it's such a game changer.
The question is, if FaZe can take, obviously, this next hardpoint, push it to a map 5, you've got to look at FaZe's run. They fall into loser bracket, obviously, you know, due to the MV series that goes game 5. They were 5-3 up in that. They then they obviously beat Splice, you know, your stage 1 champions. They have to face OpTic Gaming straight after that.
Tough draw.
If they go the distance, this is going to be one of the most impressive runs that we'll see.
They have a very tough draw. I mean, you thought Envy, when they, you know, come back and they beat FaZe the other night, oh man, you know, Envy, it's a great story, but they'll lose to LG. Envy beats LG. They find themselves in the winter final. So you've lost to the winter final. You beat our stage 1 champions in Splice, and now you would have to go through OpTic Gaming as well. It'll be a very tough road for FaZe Clan.
Well, FaZe Clan and in particular, you know, Gunless, they were kind of saying, as well as Attach. Stage 1, they beat OpTic Gaming. And speaking to them on a personal level, they were saying when they crossed that line, they knew that the event was theirs to lose. And they said, you know, it just got away from them. Splice, United, it was just too much. However, going into this one, they're in the loser bracket. They need to win. It's not a winner bracket game like previous stage. OpTic Gaming getting off to a hot start here. Crim, Scump, and Formal putting digits on the board. Karma, 0-3 right now, but all that matters is OpTic Gaming lead by around 20 points.
And you see Crim in the feed. He's able to pick up 2 kills. It's Gunless, though. He is the first one towards that lower street. It'll be FaZe in control of this hill early. They give up a decent amount of time, 36 seconds to OpTic on bridge. Can they make it back up here? And you see number 6, Attach. He's pushed all the way through, so he's already thinking about Cathedral.
Gunless, you can see rocking the NV4. Gets taken down by the side. That's going to be from the opposing NV4 player, of course, a Formal. Scump, he started strong, 3-kill streak, 5-1 right now. He's going to be taken down by Enable, and OpTic Gaming still in the lead. But looking at the minimap here, FaZe, they're starting to pinch. They're almost thinking about that Cathedral spawn. OpTic Gaming shooting down 2, make it 3. And there, number 6, should I say, Attach, just running scared. Formal's going to pick him apart. And Enable, he's just thinking about that next rotation.
A lot of pressure on Enable here. He's going to have players flying at him, 1 through Market, 1 through Hotel. Needs to try and stay up. Too much pressure, though. It is Crim and Formal getting on the rotation early. Formal with another kill. As now, OpTic Gaming, they're giving up the final few seconds. Doesn't matter, though, Phil. Cathedral will be theirs. They need to hold this at the beginning. They can build a huge lead if they're able to lock this down.
Karma getting the better of Zuma. Crim on Enable, and Gunless fighting back here, but Crim still in a power position here. He's got that angle, he's got that MV4. You can see on the minimap as well, FaZe are starting to push down that bridge. We've got Scump already in the hill, and this is the chance where 2 players from OpTic Gaming spawn out. Scump, can he go big? Can he pick up a couple of kills? He's going to be neutralized. No, Attach is going to take him down, and FaZe will regain.
Yeah, smart play there. It's Gunless who picks up 1 in the Market stairs here. And instead of pushing all the way through, just dying, he stays there, plays his life a little bit. Attach on the top side of the map, picks up 1 kill, spawns OpTic all the way down towards that bottom side of the minimap. And because Gunless has spawned all the way out, he's going to rotate over towards Broken. It's a big gunfight. See, Gunless, he's going to lose it to Karma. Karma should give his team control of Broken here at the start. It's a big fight.
Zuma 1-7. He's had such a fantastic uplink. Hopefully he can pick it up to the later stages of this hardpoint here, but still a very close game. We're going to see FaZe having to break through on this hardpoint, this broken hardpoint, and they've got the pinch coming in. The first to enter will be Enable. They're going to draw first blood. Scump answers back, and now we've got to see Formal go and help his teammate. He's going to be under pressure, and just like that, Formal does not miss.
Yeah, Enable actually got by Scump, so I believe he goes on the side of the bridge, runs right by him, and he's able to take the player out in the hard point. And Right now, OpTic finally gets back into the hill, but Gunless and Enable picking up a kill apiece. FaZe should be able to break this. It's just Formal staying alive in here. Almost takes out Gunless. But FaZe trying to get back in towards the hill. They need to get some kind of control of this, Phil. It'll be Scump winning 2 fights. Getting control back for OG. That's a big 30 seconds that FaZe could have had there. It
really is. Interestingly enough, though, Crim with a bar, Scump with the MV4 now. And Scump, he's taking matters into his own hands. He's not a happy bunny. His 3 kills in a row are going to help them to get an even better lead. 116-74. Formal's on a streak of his own with over a 2.0 KD now. We're going to go to that hotel hallway. And this can be a little bit scrappy here, Matt, unless you gain full control and really push the opposing team out.
Yeah, FaZe, at this time, you know, you're trying to get as much bonus time as you can going into the second half of the game. Like you said, this hill can get very scrappy. I'm wondering, Formal playing so slow. I wonder if he's playing for streaks here. He's going to earn FTL. 25 away from the Scarab. OpTic Gaming getting the break. We'll see if FaZe pushes back in towards Hotel Hallway. It'll be Gunless switching to the K-Bar. He's going to be able to pick up 1. We'll see if he stays with that weapon through the rest of the game.
Yeah, Formal denied, just to take a note of that, of those streaks. He gets a Scarab, but no Trinity Rockets. And Karma, he finds 2. K-Bar, he is really starting to heat up. There's number 3. He's still sat at 8 and 10 with a 4-kill streak. It was a slow start, but you know what they say, it's all about finishing strong. And OpTic Gaming, they're looking to close this one out and send FaZe home.
Some big kills there for Karma. Gives OpTic some important time there in the Hotel Hallway. You do have Karma getting close to the Trinity Rockets. Go to the top, Gunless with a big win there. Stops Karma from getting those streaks. Gunless with another kill. Now Gunless starting to work on some streaks. And a 4 streak. Gunless has played quite well in this series for FaZe Clan. Can they hold on to the bridge hill? Start to make this comeback. 2 kills in the feed for FaZe. Gunless still patrolling the map, trying to find more kills. He's able to get his Scarab. Can he get more streaks, Phil?
I love the fact that Gunless picks up 2 kills at one end of the bridge. He rotates right through the map, picks up another kill, uses his Scarab, is contributing to the hill time. He really is doing everything right now. 5-kill streak, 3 players from OpTic Gaming go down, which is going to relieve the pressure. But look at that. Gunless is 75% to his camo, whereas Karma's just crossed that 50% mark. Ladies and gentlemen, FaZe, for the first time in the map, is going to take the lead here. They're trying to push it to a game number 5.
So it seems like Attach has pulled out the NV4, and you've had Gunless switch back to the K-Bar, and Gunless on the 5 streak. I think it's so important. I would play for these streaks, and he's going to be able to take out 2. Now he's only 50 points away. He's going to try and get into the hill first, get those streaks.
1 more
He's going to get the Trinity Rocket. 1 off the bombardment. He's going to get it. A big win there from Gunless on to Crim. Gunless taking over here in game 4. FTL, doesn't matter, has Attached there to help him out. And those streaks are huge, because now you don't have to rotate to the Cathedral. Who cares about those spawns? You'll just blow OpTic Gaming off the map.
Matt, they take the rest of this time here. They're going to be at 180 to 140, a big lead. They're going to have the Rockets. They're going to have the bombardment, and it's going to be very difficult for OpTic Gaming to withstand that much pressure. Gunless, single-handedly right now, he's dragging FaZe through this. Zuma definitely stepping it up here. Enable and Attach seem to be those NV4 players, but Gunless, keep this K-Bar in your goddamn hand.
This is great. They're going to wait. So Attach peeking those stairs. Knows there's 1 there. Here comes the Trinity. He's able to get 1. Trying to locate the guy in the back market. That is a 4 dead. Hey, you're spawning up. You're going to drop as well. Gunless on a 10 streak. Taking over here against OpTic Gaming. You wonder why you make the move to get Gunless. This is why.
It was 4 dead for a second. It almost looked like 5 dead, as stupid as that sounds, because 1 off spawn just deleted straight away. FaZe Clan, they are reaching 200. They've still got bombardment. They being Gunless, 20 kills to his name. The 10-kill streak is finally ended. And you've got to respect the player that is Gunless right now. He is causing OpTic Gaming a world of trouble. And Zuma, 2-kill streak for him. They're not going to close out the Cathedral here with 15 seconds. It's a big win for them. But FaZe Clan, they have control of the broken Hardpoint.
Yeah, you don't need to play for the rest of the Cathedral. You can give it up for OpTic. Now all the pressure is on OpTic, trying to break in here towards Broken. If you lose this of your FaZe, you still have that bombardment going in towards that bridge hardpoint, which is great to just zone some players off the spawn. FaZe looking to complete the comeback. They almost did it in the first hardpoint. Can they do it in game 4, trying to force a game 5?
Gunless, the only player on FaZe to be positive, and he's rocking a +8. He's got 107 of the 218 points for FaZe. He is a man on a mission. However, so is Karma. 15 to 17 for him right now. He's trying to get back on the neutral side of things, and that's going to help. He's 1 away from his payload, 250 away from the Trinity Rockets. And Matt, we will see that he'll potentially go to the bridge. If he gets these Trinity Rockets, that's game-changing.
He's going to pick up one more. Trying to stay inside of the hard point. FaZe still attacking, but OpTic winning all the fights, Phil.
Okay, that's 4 down for OpTic Gaming. Let's see if they can make this comeback with some communication.
Zuma's curve. Zuma's marker.
Bed.
I got it.
In the right corner, plat.
Plat's hurt, 1 market stairs. Plat's hurt, 1 market stairs, guys.
Plat's still gunless, Pierce. Yo, I got camo.
Don't use it.
Scaff, attach the scaff.
Gunless, watch out. Gunless, watch out, Plat. I'll look scaff. We're fine. Attach is still scaff, Seth?
Yeah.
Watch our love. You could camo for sure.
Yeah, I'm camoing for sure.
Plat, or scaff, Seth. I'll pick up scaff. I got scaff. I got it. They're lobby. One lobby last 2. Plat, let's go lobby.
Stay down in hill.
Yeah. I'll come look over you.
I'll get your scaff.
I'll look over you. I'm really weak. I'm nading over you. Am I camo here? Get out. Fine. Lobby side. He's in the curve door.
Yo,
watch out, Flank.
back door.
Two guys, enable that to loot. Right side. One's flying a hill. One flank. Nice. One flank. Play alive. He's going straight to hill. One flank to one lobby. Nice.
After trade. Back, watch out.
Another one. I'll go. Go take guys.
You got streaks? Yeah, I do.
Okay, we have to. I'm watching grass. Matt's attached.
Bombardment as well. I have both. Someone hold our
grass already. Nice. Huge.
I'm gonna pitch. I'm pitching.
Okay, I'm sitting down. I'm going to grass. I think they have camo, so they.
Want me to Trinity? I'll Trinity.
Yeah. Use it.
Gunless has a streak. He's gonna bombard. Yo, they're all that side. One's far right tank. Last guy's in grave.
Ready for bombardment. Get ready to push on the side.
Gunless is missing. Spawn top tank. There's spawn tank on me.
Alright, Damon, stay alive. I'm hiding.
Get my lobby intercept.
One fire. Stay alive.
He's bombarding. He's bombarding a Trinity.
Stay alive.
What?
I'm flanking it.
Yes.
Wait a second, I'm bombarding. You got me, lobby inner. Bomb it.
It won't work.
Lobby inner, Seth. You're fine. Lobby inner. Yo, I spawned behind. We have it. Stay down.
Wall.
It's close. One lobby inner. Nice, 2. One more lobby inner, guys. I'll kill him.
Gentlemen, 3 points away. Make it 2 for FaZe Clan here. 15 points available. OpTic Gaming, if they take every single second, it will go to a lower market. And look at that minimap. We've got 2 players already there for FaZe. It's not even going to make it. FaZe Clan sneak in. 250 to 239. I was too focused on that minimap, but we're going to a game 5, Matt.
Yeah, Gunless goes back to contest. OpTic probably think FaZe is, getting a little bit frantic, thinking they're rotating. Gunless goes back, takes out Krim, slides in, gets 2 seconds. And it is FaZe taking game number 4. Forcing this game 5, Phil.
I didn't think we'd see it. I'm not going to lie. OpTic Gaming, they go 2-0 up. FaZe. Zuma, in fact, snuck away with that uplink. He played absolutely out of his mind. But going into that hard point, it really was Gunless who kind of dragged them into that, dragged them through that tough moments. But OpTic Gaming and Karma in particular, those streaks, it really could have gone either way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I agree with the idea to use the camo to get the streaks.
Yeah.
Camo will get you 1 kill in that situation, but if you get Trinity and Bombardment, you need those to at least extend it to the lower market. But I mean, we were talking, it takes so long for the Bombardment to come down.
I was thinking, is 245, and they called the Bombardment here. But no, they close it out in the end. Yeah. They do it on bridge, of course. Gunless making his move and obviously causing OpTic Gaming a lot of trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We are going to a game number 5, OpTic Gaming versus FaZe Clan. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back here. OpTic Gaming versus FaZe Clan. OpTic Gaming, if you missed it, they went 2-0 up in the series. They were hoping to close it out in 3, but no. FaZe Clan bouncing back in games 3 and 4. Now we go to a final map, Search and Destroy here. Myself, Momo, joined by Mr. X for this final game. Matt, we were kind of talking between the breaks. You said something interesting about FaZe's S&D.
0-4 so far this weekend.
Not good at all. They went obviously against Envy, losing 2 S&Ds against them. Very, very difficult for them now. They've got to regain. The one thing that they do have is all the momentum. They've got 2 maps back-to-back. Gunless seems to be firing on all cylinders. Zuma definitely having a better series with that uplink. I think if now's the time to turn up in an S&D, it has to be.
And you go to Throwback. So Throwback is the map that they blow to Envy the other day.
Okay.
It's one that, you know, they were in control of it.
Yeah.
It's one that they were playing very well. They just made a lot of dumb mistakes. It's a map that you imagine after you make a lot of dumb mistakes, you talk about those mistakes. And you want to change those mistakes. So you feel like, no, FaZe, you go into this game 5, you haven't been great in S&D. The one shining spot, you were up heavy in an S&D on this map, you gave it away. So you don't really have to change much outside of just, well, obviously you have to hope Attach just goes off and get those streaks and then just don't blow them. But I feel like a lot of pressure on OpTic here.
In case you missed it, Attach 16 kills, I believe it was. He had 15, and it was 5-3. They go on to lose that series, that map, 6-5. In the face of the FaZe Clan, the Attach in particular after that loss was so difficult.
They were heated. They were really heated. You know, they were here, you know, on stage while you were guys doing the whole death segment. I mean, you can see them in the venue just, I don't want to say going at each other, but they were definitely very vocal towards each other. Didn't look like, you know, those guys kind of arguing. It was just the frustration coming out. And I think almost sometimes you need a loss like that to really kind of get everybody to open up, give their honest opinion about what's going on. Because sometimes, you know, especially Gunless comes in, right? He's a new player, doesn't want to, like, kind of be so super vocal. It takes a loss like that to get him to open up, maybe talk a little bit more, you know, force some of his ideas in the game.
One player for me at the previous series against Envy, it was Zuma. I know we've talked about him a lot already, but it's very, very silly. Unnecessary, I think, is the better word. Unnecessary challenges. Whether it was to top food against Apathy, whether it was just pushing on his lonesome, I think he's got to play maybe more as a team.
I talked to him a little bit about that.
Okay.
So I talked to him about the top food challenge, and he said when the Trinity was called in, they called out where the players were, and they never called the guy out in top food. So he jumps in there, doesn't know there's a player there. Obviously, through the caster mode, you would say, oh, hey, I can see that guy, I know he's there. But unaware the player's position when he jumps in. So, but I still do agree. He needs to, you know, make some better decisions in S&D as we jump right into game 5. The loser goes home. Gunless with 1, Zuma with another. FaZe gets the man advantage early.
Yeah, FaZe has full control of mid-map, but Formal doesn't care. He's 1v3. He finds one, he finds a second. Is it cleaned up? Yes, it is. Not even Formal can clutch up there, and I mean, I blinked, and it was over. That was a very, very fast-paced round. From what I gathered, you know, Gunless towards that left-hand side, that top side of the minimap, cutting through that tunnel, of course, picking up those first entry kills. Then they had full control of mid-map.
Can Gunless will this FaZe Clan team all the way back? It's funny, we started this series off talking about how we haven't really seen him play that well as a member of FaZe, right?
Exactly.
You have definitely seen the way, you know, maybe it just took him a little bit. I mean, he doesn't play at Anaheim, right? Plays during the group stages, gets you a little bit, you know, of rhythm back on LAN. It'll be the bomb pushed over here towards Barn. Doesn't go down just yet.
This is my question here. What does Zuma do? This is the unnecessary challenges kind of plays that I think about sometimes. Will we see him waste it away, or will he clutch up? That is the question. Bomb is going down. He's just covering his team, and rightly so here. The bomb is down. If he backs away now, he could be caught with his back against the enemy. He's going to stick close. He's going to maybe trade one out, and there you go. Zuma takes down Krim first blood, and now he's in a very powerful position. He's going to actually hit the flank here. And no, he's sticking to the bomb, but on your screens, Gunless. Back to Zuma now. He knows no one's defusing. He is the X Factor right now in round number 2. And 25 seconds left. It's all Tommy. Can he find a third? No. Formal takes him down. 2v3 though. 15 seconds.
And the bomb is in such a good spot for FaZe Clan. You see Skunk just tries to get on it. He gets lit up with gunfire from everybody FaZe goes up 2-0. Phil, I said they're 0-4 in Search and Destroy. They looked so good on this map against Envy.
They really did.
And they gave that game away. This is obviously we get a lot of stats, a lot of data. For the 0-4 Search and Destroy, they were great during their group play weekend Search and Destroy. You don't expect them to be that bad here this weekend.
And the teams they played, Envy. Envy obviously, started to get a lot better at S&D. Of course, they've gone against Splice, who kind of bombed them out on Crusher, but it isn't Crusher. At least it's not that for them. But Karma and OpTic Gaming back on the offense. I believe the plant may be going down, and Karma strikes first. OpTic Gaming looking to get back into this one, but no, Karma as he has the bomb. In fact, definitely not planted the bomb. Gunless rocking that MV4, bomb planted. And they're in a 3v4. OpTic Gaming should be able to close this one out.
How does FaZe try and retake the site? They get Zuma up on bomb.
Oh my goodness. Formal. What is that?
All right. I would want to play with that guy.
Gave Zuma a free haircut there, as that's all he could see. Enable and Scump are going to trade things out, but a 1v3 in 15 seconds. Enable, no miracle for now.
He dropped him so fast.
He connected maybe, I think, just 3 or 4 instant bullets straight to his face. Didn't miss.
And you couldn't, I mean, he's jumping like that. You can't really explain how difficult of a shot is unless you actually are gonna go play. But I mean, behind the bus, jumps up, sees the player behind the site. He only probably sees the top of Zuma's head. 4 straight bullets.
And he hovers at the same time, hovers, shoots, aim is okay, that's a good shot.
Formal makes it look so easy sometimes.
Well, there's 2-1 down at the moment. He needs to definitely step it up, and just like that, OpTic Gaming on the back foot. Formal, the man of the moment, is going to be taken down by none other than Zuma. Oh no, Formal still up. My correction there. Who might I think Formal would die? Well, he's got a 1v2 on his hands, Matt. 6 kills to his name. FTL available. The bomb is going down. Is he going to sneak it in time, though? Attach is going to get away, and now Attach probably playing with his teammate. 30 seconds left here for Formal to clutch up.
Yeah, and he keeps looking to his right, because usually that's where the other player would be. But you see the way that FaZe is playing this. Zuma and Attach just going to buddy up.
And you know it, Formal's got an MV4, so you can always go inside. This barn as well. They're almost drawing him in. It's going to be very difficult for him to do that, but Formal with the FTL. Not good enough. You could see what Formal was thinking there. If he picks up that first, if he was, say, in the back barn, potentially. I mean,
if Attach is actually closer to Zuma, if Attach is closer to Zuma, Formal may FTL right next to him, right behind him, might be able to pick that kill up.
Lightning reactions from Formal, but credit where credit is due. FaZe 3-1 up. They use that 2-1 advantage to their advantage. We've got Formal sat at 7 kills, but a slow start for Karma and Krim only at 1. The bomb looking like it's pushing towards the middle. Karma's going to have taken damage here. And FaZe, for me, they've just taken control of middle every single round.
Yep, they've been the aggressor towards the middle of the map. This round does not exactly work in their favor. Scump gets first blood. Formal with another kill. 2v4 in favor of OpTic. Enable takes out Karma. Trying to even this up here. So you got Enable and Gunless. Both alive here for FaZe. Gunless spots one, gets him weak. Nice trade there from OpTic Gaming. This should be a round. They close out. Pick up the second round.
Nice trades there coming over at Lemon. Perfectly played. You could see, I believe was maybe Krim just at the corner. He was back in, going to and fro, and then Formal just swooped in. Picks up a nice, easy kill there. Scump's going to end Enable as we go into round number 6. 3-2 is the scoreline. I can just see a round 11, Matt. This series could be the end of me.
FaZe would definitely not want to see a round 11.
Especially if they don't go 5-3 up. Let's touch wood and not jinx anything here, but Attach. Grenades over the top here. Oh, a lot of grenades coming in. Flash shield is going to be utilized. Attach is one away from that FTL. Of course, we've seen Formal use his already. Scarab. He's going to tag someone up, but no one connecting just yet. Still 4v4, the bomb is down. Scump getting up close and personal with the ERAD. Karma going high. First blood has been drawn. Tagged up, exchange, that's going to be Karma.
Karma staying alive. OpTic with the man advantage. Enable in the back bus, able to get one. It's 2 players coming out to challenge him. Enable able to win another fight. 1 player directly above Enable. It's going to be Formal. Able to take him out. OpTic ties it up at 3 rounds apiece. And Phil, what I hated about their S&D when they played against Envy is when they would get the bomb down, they would like almost stack the site and not have somebody watch mid-map.
Yeah.
That time, they did the same exact thing they did against Envy. They let them just come straight down towards that middle of the map. Scump and Karma pick up some kills. Opens it up for OG.
Matt, Scump, Karma, Crim, 8 kills. Formal, 11. This man is not wanting to go out without a fight. However, on the opposing side, the MV4 player Enable already hitting 7 kills. It is all tied up here. 2-2 in the series, 3-3 in the map. This is going down to the wire. Crucial rounds coming up here where payloads will be rewarded.
I think the 2 players you kind of focus on is, Karma and Gunless. Both players. Karma running camo, Gunless usually with camo as well. I'll have to check. I think they do actually give it to Enable in Search and Destroy sometimes, but I believe when we were done with Enable, we saw him with the Centurion. Yeah, so you do have Gunless running the camo. Both players pretty far away from that ability, and you have OpTic getting the bomb down. See how FaZe tries to break this.
So you've got Formal at the bush just watching everything regarding the bomb, and then everyone else is just kind of hiding out, which is fully okay. Karma is the first to fall, so a good start for FaZe. Crim answers back in a 3v3. Formal bobbing and weaving here between this bus, but there's only 15 seconds left on the clock here. They need to challenge Formal. They need to challenge him now. Another trade coming in, a 2v2, but there's only 12 seconds. A 1 versus 2. Scump, he just needs to take out the player who is defusing the bomb. Which way does he go? He's going to be spotted, but can he find Enable? Yes, he can. Scump clutches up, and that is going to be enough to see out the round. You can see a deep sigh of relief from Scump. That could have changed the game.
It's a big play there from Scump. I don't know why FaZe was so slow. Gunless picks up Karma, they get the man advantage, and they were so slow to challenge anybody over by the site. You needed to get Formal out of that back bus a little bit faster. They don't challenge him quick enough. OpTic Gaming has stormed back, taking the lead.
OpTic Gaming, are they going to just stew? OpTic Gaming stuff where they clutch up when it matters. Formal still 11 kills. However, the rest starting to step it up. This is dangerous for FaZe Clan. And now it's the battle for mid-map control, and the green wall comes out on top. No, Attach and Gunless deny the inevitable, and Crim6 is left in a very hard situation. Attach does have his payload, and you've got to favor FaZe in this matchup. 1v2. And the rotation coming in. The one thing Crim does have is maybe a bit of timing. He could be coming up behind too, Matt. Oh my goodness, he finds one, he finds the second. The bomb is planted, but he's going to get the defuse. And that is going to be a big, big clutch. We see Scump going big in a 1v2. Crim going big in a 1v2. They are 1 round away from sealing the deal.
Crim comes all the way around.
Wow.
FaZe did not expect that. And it's because he jumps up and sees them above that underpass. He sees where they're going towards that site. He just trails them, able to pick up the kills.
FaZe through a 5-3 lead against Envy. Can they do what Envy could do against them? That's the question. No payloads for OpTic Gaming. Attach, very close. You can hear what I can hear. The fans are cheering on the green wall. 1 round away from taking this series. Matt, players are starting to play a little bit slower. The Scarab is in the mix. Crim6, he's going to be leading the way.
Just trying to gain some information, cover the bomb carry a little bit, clear an outside walk. So you don't actually gain anything there, because the Scarab dies, you don't see anybody with it. Attach with FTL, Gunless getting very close to camo as well.
They're sticking together. FaZe are literally as a pack, as a unit, hand in hand here. They've got to know that Formal always sits at the bus, but no! Crim and Formal take down Enable and Attach, and you've got to think it's almost over. Azuma takes down one, the trades come in, and Crim6 there!
It's OpTic Gaming able to take it in a game 5.
The headset's back on. I'm back.
Clutching up against FaZe. And Phil, the bomb goes down. We see FaZe go to the sidewalk, and they immediately stop. They do not get aggressive. They do not push all the way through. The same way they lost that previous round where they didn't get Formal out behind the bus, they lose it the same exact way.
Okay, I've regained, Matt. I nearly fell over. I'm not going to lie. My headset's back on. But OpTic Gaming, they close things out once again, clutching up when it matters. FaZe Clan. Game 5 versus Envy. Game 5 versus OpTic. Very, very tough bracket. They take down Splice, of course, but it is not enough. OpTic Gaming progress Again, in that loser bracket, they've got a tough road ahead of them. But OpTic Gaming, once again, they just seem to clutch up every goddamn time.
They're just making it way too close. Way too close, man. It goes all the way to the distance. It was FaZe able to bounce back, but they clutch up. Krim, Karma, the rest of the guys, they played great in Game 5.
Fantastic stuff. I believe we've got Jack on the floor with Crim6. Let's hear what he has to say.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. What a series we just saw for a lot of the Green Wall fans out there. I think they wanted the 3-0, but the dramatic moments is what we all live for here in Call of Duty Esports. I'm on the stage with Crim6 from OpTic Gaming. Well, the winningest player in Call of Duty history. Krim, the first thing you said to me was I was playing like trash that series. What just wasn't working for you?
You know, FaZe, they just play slower than everyone else. They always just hold, they just wait for you to challenge. And, you know, I could literally, like on the retail, man, like I should have just sat in a corner and stood still. And literally it would have been better than, you know, challenging or getting in a gunfight. So, you know, FaZe, they just play different from everyone else.
Well, you guys were able to combat that. It did go all the way to the Game 5, but some incredible clutch heroics. Walk me through that 1 versus 2 that you had that really swung the game in your favor.
You know, I was top green. I knew both were front red, and then I did the top green wall run, and I saw Zuma go underpass, and then I didn't really see which side he went, so they could have went B, they could have went A. You know, I took a 50-50 guess, and then I was right behind him, so.
Well, it wound up working out for you there. Now, Krim, your hard point's still looking a little bit shaky. What's the team got to go and work on before you get into your matches tomorrow?
You know, we felt like we were in control in the breakout, but then they just started like inching back. Like I think Gunless got a 3-piece at the 4th hill, you know, and it was just little things like that. But thankfully Seth got that kill at the very end of the game because we were pretty much screwed if he didn't do that.
Well, one final question for you. We still have 1 series tonight. It'll actually be to see who you face tomorrow between Fnatic and LG. Any predictions for anybody at home watching that one?
I got, you know, probably LG, but Fnatic's, you know, they just beat E6. When we played them, it wasn't really close, but, you know, if they play every single map like they started off playing every single map versus us, I think they got a good shot.
All right, well, that's Crim6 from OpTic Gaming. They just knocked out FaZe Clan in a Game 5. Benson, take it away.
Thank you very much, Jack. Of course, OpTic Gaming get a little bit of revenge there over FaZe Clan from the result that we had in Stage 1. Joining me in the studio is the wonderful Maven for this. Hey, Clint.
Analysis.
Hey.
I like hanging out with you, pals. We all watched the game together. I was stressed out. That was a wild series.
Oh, it was crazy. It looked as if it was going to be a blowout. Then all of a sudden, reverse sweep on the cards. The Search and Destroy goes pretty far as well. We'll break that series down now for you, though. Of course, going all the way back to map number 1, the Hardpoint. And this was one where Karma just kind of took over.
He sure did, man. And when he plays well, you can see this team succeeds. This is a guy who, at times in Hardpoint, him and Krim sort of take turns struggling at. And, you know, this time he was just taking over, and he was really the reason they went out to that early lead. Again, if he's playing this well, this way, OpTic's going to be very hard to stop.
And it's worth mentioning, maybe when we were watching this game, you actually kind of pointed it out. Formal negative, but look at the hill time. Even in this replay package, sorry, minute 45, finishes very close to 3 minutes.
Yeah, he almost cracked the 3-minute mark, which would have been pretty crazy. We've seen it a couple of times, but it's certainly not frequent. But there's 2 types of OpTic Gaming for me. There's the games where Scump and Formal have to kind of hard carry in the slang, and then there's when everybody's kind of involved. And this was one of those. And to Merck's point, I think when you're getting Karma and he's getting a little slang, getting a little bit of confidence, I think it goes a long way for this team.
Absolutely. And then, of course, the closing moments, Scump just kind of goes dad mode on the hill.
I just can't believe he was able to get to this tractor, pick up the first couple, and then the maneuvering around at the end there to pick up that last one. Absolutely huge. And Krim said it in that interview right there. If he doesn't get that, they don't have rotation. They don't have spawns. That would have gotten very, very out of hand quick. FaZe only needed 18 seconds very easily to get on commissary. Scump, man, he really bailed him out there.
Oh, he most definitely did. And then moving forward in the series, we go to Search and Destroy. Again, OpTic takes this one relatively comfortably, and it was very, very strange. There was one round in particular, round 6, Merc. If you remember, of course, Gunless kind of plants on the wrong side of the bomb. He plants basically for OpTic Gaming. Forward just jumps up and says, what's going on here? He gets a very easy kill. FaZe just looked kind of lost to a degree.
Yeah, so they were pushing out this outer bomb site, this A bomb site. 3 of his guys, I believe the team's called inner curve. They hit that inner. Nobody checks back grave where, you know, Formal's just hanging out with NV4. He popped up and he's like, did I just see somebody plant a bomb like this free? He just pops up, takes that kill out. I still think, I mean, we've talked about it. This is FaZe's 8th or 9th series on land still. This is still a very young team.
Yep.
They're still working through things. You can just tell that they're still not on the same page.
Well, you know, the most kills we ever saw in Retaliation Search was Gunless when he dropped that 18 bomb on OpTic Gaming. You thought it was going that way early, right? He had 6 kills very quickly. He looked to be dominating, justifying his spot on this FaZe team for Search, but as he started to slow down a little bit, OpTic Gaming turned it into another level. And that right there, TP, was the play. If the final bell wasn't in the coffin, but I mean, just kind of break that down.
Just another Karma play. How good is this guy with the abilities going into last year, this year as well? What a great 1v3. And I think, you know, if a lot of players were in that scenario, they would have made a similar play. But I think the fact that he had the confidence to pop the camo in the first place in a 1 versus 3 scenario like that, he picks up the first, and then he just has the composure. He knows how long his camo is going to last. He waits that couple of seconds to kill the guy on the bomb, then jumps down under the bridge onto the wall run.
Beautiful.
Just a Karma play, man.
And I know
Unreal.
I know we're going to talk about Game 5 later, but like overall to that point, every single time there was a clutch scenario, OpTic got it done. Formal did it once. Crim did it once.
Yeah.
Very true. Seth did it. It's every single time it was a clutch search story. It was them.
Very true. And then, of course, moving forward to the Uplink, at this point, OpTic Gaming's 2-0 up. We're all sat watching game thinking, oh, well, this is a clean sweep. Didn't expect that. But there was still some life left yet in FaZe Clan. OpTic Gaming came out to a very early start, Merc. I believe they get that kind of 2-point play. But then for the rest of the game, they don't score any more points.
Yeah, and you heard the casters talking about it. Just drone control. FaZe doing an excellent job just making sure that, you know, OpTic can't be effective with their slays. I mean, the slaying was pretty back and forth, but this FaZe team, I'm going to be honest, their uplink gameplay is absolutely incredible. If there's one thing that they don't really need to work on, it's this uplink. You can see they just do such a good job. Zuma having a great game. They were able to control that sort of drone spawn, and when you're able to do that, you make those teams not have drone control. They can't score against you.
And I'll be honest, as good as FaZe had looked, I was very surprised this was a FaZe victory, just because this, I think you could argue, is maybe OpTic's best map in mode. They've only lost once since Dallas. They've been incredible on that particular map.
And Crim, that interview right there was I feel like a good characteristic. They made OpTic just not very comfortable. Crim seemed irritated after that series. They play so slow. They play weird. It's very annoying. That's exactly what you need to do against an OpTic team like that. Don't give them easy gunfights. Make the game as difficult as possible so that immense slaying that they're going to have 9 out of 10 times doesn't really mean that much. That uplink was a perfect example.
There's no scoring in the second half at all. How many times have we seen that?
Right.
I can't think of a single time the entire year. And so, to his point, yeah, I'm sure that was frustrating to play. Yeah. You don't expect a 4-2 scoreline on Precinct between FaZe and OpTic.
Then, of course, that really was the start of a potential comeback. Of course, we head over to map 4, the Hardpoint. FaZe takes this one as well, but this got a little messy towards the end. Battle of the streaks. There was just so many streaks being called in, but again, I feel like we have to reiterate, Karma saves the day for OpTic Gaming. That the play he got back broken was phenomenal. I'm still kind of unsure how he even did it.
It's crazy stuff. I don't know how he was able to slide in basically undetected, pick up multiple kills in a row. I believe he got 3 in the multi-kill to break that broken. But on the other side, you know, we talked about players. Scump bailed them out early, and this one is another player that bailed out FaZe in late this one.
Very, very true. And then, of course, later on in the round, or in the map, I should say, Merc, we see Karma, of course, get camo, uses camo mid-hallway, which a lot of people kind of would have gone, whoa, why is he using that? But he gets those streaks from it, gets the kill as well, and those streaks, of course, very almost one up to game in the game.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, he noticed how far away he was from that streak, and especially he hits the bombardment, but this guy on your screen right here, Gunless, he just turns into Papa Pierce mode, you know? He goes on a 10 streak. He's able to get these streaks. He wins the rotation towards that Graveyard Hill. That's really where they were able to sort of solidify their lead. And again, FaZe, this is a team who yesterday got 6-point clubbed by Envy. So again, the more repetitions they're getting, the better they're getting. They're just not there yet.
Gunless is why they won. You know, there were questions about the secondary AR last night. As he turned up, Enable wasn't having a great game again. You know, he got slaughtered yesterday by Slasher. They need that secondary AR on a map like Retaliation, and Gunless, midway through the game, just exploded. Completely took over, double-digit streak. It was incredibly impressive to see, you know, the role he provided for this team.
Yeah, look at the scoreboard. I mean, this is how evenly matched these guys were. I mean, FaZe wins Street, OpTic wins Broken, they split on Graveyard. If FaZe doesn't have that 17-point lead on Hallway, well, there's that game right there. So an incredible Hardpoint, you know, between both of these teams.
Of course, at that point, Series 2-2, FaZe starting a little bit of a reverse sweep, and I'm sure the OpTic fans were getting a little nervous. We head over into Game 5, Search and Destroy, and the one thing I want to talk about, Teep, with you on this map throwback is bike path. It's just such a big weakness of every single team that we've seen play this map.
A lot of teams are very good at getting that plant down very quickly, really scouting out the area, and then getting a solid setup overall. But for whatever reason, the later the round goes on, the amount of eyes that are watching that sidewalk,
Right. People just waltz up and get a kill almost every single time, whether it be on the guy in the bomb corner, the guy at bus corner. For whatever reason, I don't know what the setup or what needs to change with the setup to watch Sidewalk better. That has been the spot the entire year. When a retake goes down, that's where the first blood comes in. I would say probably 8 out of 10 times. I don't know what needs to change, but people need to realize what's going on.
Very true. Of course, Formal started off very, very good, Maven. But I mean, here is that clip. Scump bails out up to gaming with the 1v2, gets a kill on the diffuser, Justin.
I think the story here, Formal carries them to actually get to the late game. Once they get later, you get a clutch from Scump, and then you get the clutch from Crim6 that he talked about in the interview. You know, it was the guys closing it down, but I don't think you get there unless Formal goes as big as he did early in the game. And at one point, he had 11 kills. The rest of the team had 7.
Yeah, and he wins that 1-on-2, you know, against Nable, and I believe it was one more. You know, he sort of plays around that bus. He's able to win that one. He gets that defuse. FaZe, again, just struggling in post-plant situations. When they're able to go barn side, you can see Zuma, he executed pretty well. He made some risky plays, but again, it just seems like if they're not getting map control and they're going for bomb plants, they're just not able to hold those retakes.
Of course, for FaZe, it's going to be a disappointing ending to their Stage 2 playoffs. OpTic Gaming, as I mentioned before, they do get a little bit of revenge. That's got to feel good. Now, obviously, we know they're going to play the winner of LG versus Fnatic, which is up next. I feel like when we came into today, everyone was like, Fnatic's out. This is a simple one.
Yeah.
I mean, with how today's gone, Teep, could this happen? Could we have another upset to close out the day?
I just don't feel confident predicting anything at this point, especially throughout the 5 matches today. I don't really know what to call, but you have to go OpTic Gaming, obviously. They're just coming off of LG. Tough loss to Envy, but overall, I think the slaying, we go back to it. I don't think Fnatic's going to get, like, the consistency just hasn't been there. So do you expect them to be there today? I just don't think so.
You started the day well.
I think Fnatic can surprise them. They've already beat them a couple times this year, and LG is a team that sometimes struggles against weird gameplay. Remember, like Epsilon was one that gave them trouble. Fnatic, a team that does it too. Those European playstyles sometimes catch them off guards. They're in positions they're not usually familiar with. I think Fnatic can win it. I'm not saying I'm picking them, but I think they can.
Well, this was a matchup in groups, right?
Yeah.
They went 1-1. I mean, Fnatic was able to win it game number 5. And we've seen Luminosity today. Again, their search and destroy. It seems back to, I don't know, pre-Anaheim Luminosity, where they were losing both of them. So if Fnatic can steal a respawn, and we saw Fnatic play Breakout today, Sunny B was an absolute beast with that ERAD.
Sure was.
It's a bit of a different case when you're going up against guys like Classic and Octane, but we'll see. I mean, if they are able to steal a respawn, this is how Fnatic can do it. They have to win both of those searches.
Stealing a respawn is no easy task against Luminosity Gaming. Teep, here's a look at our map set, of course, similar to what we just had. How does it bode for the Europeans?
They need to win Breakout. If Fnatic loses Breakout, 0 chance, quick OpTic 3-0.
LG.
If they... Oh, why do I keep saying OpTic?
You got OpTic on the brain, buddy.
I love OpTic. No, for LG, if they take the Breakout, going to be a quick 3-0. If Fnatic wins that Breakout, I could really see it going to map 5, honestly.
I would love a good old-fashioned game 5.
Yeah, for me, I think Retaliation S&D, that's one of LG's worst. Hopefully they can get better at it, fix their mistakes. Precinct, Uplink, and Retaliation Hardpoint, though, as Teep said, those are some Luminosity's best. It's going to be very hard for Fnatic to sort of keep up with them on those.
Well, still one more game to be played here at Day 2 of the Stage 2 playoffs of the Call of Duty Global Pro League presented by PlayStation 4. OpTic Gaming got sweet revenge over FaZe Clan, and they have eliminated them from the Stage 2 playoffs. Up next, another elimination game. Luminosity take on Fnatic.